a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Let's go. Right.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Makes the catch. It's Grimes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll do it himself. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, ECU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for room. It's Smothers. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Pulls it in. It's Rogers. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Pirates offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, Dave.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense didn't come away with the pick.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Off-play action on 1st down. The throw, quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Not a lot of room there, give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great going into the game, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Running into the open space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Hauser. They're setting up the screen. It's a seam wide open. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's talk for a second about NC State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job.
He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
And here's the third interception of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Pirates send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Right on the money. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 34 over the Groupers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Hauser. He rifles one deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the...
Lets it fly. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one.
He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go on top on first down. A strike downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To throw, it's Hauser. Going for the big play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a hit. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going with the ground game left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's right. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Montgomery. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than
going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates have this offense rolling. Looking for a gap. It's Jenkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass. It's right. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The Pirates are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
To the air, it's right. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to...
Next going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's right. That's caught, it's Smith. Terrific job getting to him, there was nowhere to go.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Grimes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got him downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He's loose. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes! So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's right. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the middle, it's O'Brien. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Pirates lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first.